Imagine this. You wake up, unlock your phone, and check your notifications. A YouTube video starts playing, your bank app loads. A message comes in from a friend overseas. All of that took milliseconds. But behind it, a network of machines, working silently in the background, processing, responding, and delivering digital content in real time. These machines are called servers, and they are the invisible workforce of the modern world. Welcome to the Digital Lens, where we simplify the tech that powers your screen and your life. In this episode, we're diving deep into the most overlooked but essential part of the internet, the server. What it is, how it works, where it lives, and how this quiet machine is shaping the future. Let's strip it all down. Part 1. So what is a server? At its core, a server is a computer, but not the kind you use to scroll TikTok or play Minecraft. A server doesn't care about aesthetics or apps. It doesn't need a display. It doesn't even need to look good. It exists for one reason only: to respond to requests and deliver data at speed and at scale. That's why it's called a server, because it serves. Picture it like this. You're in a restaurant. You ask for a menu, you place your order. The server takes your request, hands it to the kitchen, and brings your food back. Same concept, except now, the restaurant is the internet, the kitchen is a data center, and your phone is the customer. The digital server processes your request, fetches the content, and serves it back to your screen, instantly. Part 2. What makes a server? A server? It may look like a regular computer, but it's not. A real server is industrial grade. Here's what's inside. Multi-core CPUs, built to multitask like crazy. Huge RAM capacity. Think 128 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes or more. Redundant SSDs, so no data is ever lost. Dual power supplies, so it never goes down. Cooling systems, because constant operation generates heat. It's not designed to use. It's designed to operate continuously, handle thousands of requests per second, and never flinch. Part 3. How do servers actually work? Let's say you open your browser and type in wikipedia.org. Here's what really happens. Your device sends a digital request. That request travels through routers, cables, and ISPs. It reaches a web server hosting Wikipedia. That server pulls the HTML, CSS, and images. It packages the content into data packets and sends them back to your screen. Your browser reassembles it like a puzzle. All this happens in less than a second. You don't see it, you don't feel it, but a server made it happen. Part 4. The different types of servers. Not all servers are equal. Each has a specialty. Let's break down the most common types. 1. Web servers host websites, deliver HTML and media files. 2. Application servers run code, apps, and back-end logic. Think Netflix's algorithm or a mobile banking app. 3. Database servers store structured data, logins, purchase histories, analytics. 4. File servers manage documents, photos, and backups for apps like Dropbox or Google Drive. 5. Mail servers handle incoming and outgoing email across the world. Together, these machines build the digital world we live in. Part 5. Where do they live? Not in the sky, not in some magical cloud. Servers live in data centers, massive warehouse-like buildings, filled wall-to-wall with racks of humming machines. These data centers are temperature-controlled, earthquake-proof, powered by diesel backups, and protected with 24/7 surveillance inside. Every second counts, because if one center fails, entire regions can lose access to essential services. Part 6. The cloud isn't what you think. Let's clear up a myth. The cloud is not the sky. It's just a fancy word for someone else's server. Cloud computing is what happens when one physical server can simulate dozens or even hundreds of virtual machines. This means you can rent just the amount of power you need. If you go viral, new servers spin up automatically. You don't need to own hardware to scale globally. That's how startups grow fast. That's how apps stay online during Black Friday. That's how YouTube doesn't crash when 10 million people watch the same video. Part 7. Can you use a server? Absolutely. You don't need to be a tech giant. If you want to, host a website, launch an online course, build a tool or digital product, or just create your digital home, you can rent server space right now. That's called web hosting. I dropped my #1 recommendation right at the top of the comments, and you'll find it in the description too. It's called Hostinger, and it's what I'd use if I were starting from scratch. Reliable, fast, and beginner-friendly. Part 8. What happens when servers fail? This is where things get serious. When a major server system fails, payment systems go offline, GPS networks stall, airlines can't issue boarding passes, stock exchanges freeze, emergency services lose access to records. It's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. That's why modern servers have failover systems, redundant backups, auto-scaling software, and teams of engineers monitoring them 24/7. Part 9. The bigger picture servers aren't just computers. They are banks for our data, mailmen for our messages, libraries for the world's knowledge, factories for digital experiences, and gatekeepers for every click, search, and stream. They are the unsung heroes of the internet. Final recap. Let's lock it all in. A server is a powerful, always-on computer. It stores, processes, and delivers content at global scale. It lives in data centers and powers everything online. It's critical, invisible, and working right now for you, and yes, you can use one too. Without servers, the internet doesn't exist. So the next time you load a page, watch a video, or send a message to someone across the world, pause. Remember that behind that moment is a machine, a server, built to deliver data with speed, precision, and near perfection. If this helped you see the digital world more clearly, hit like and subscribe to The Digital Lens. We're just getting started. Coming next, DNS, IP addresses, and what really happens when you click a link. This is The Digital Lens, where complex tech becomes simple. See you in the next one.